How do we know they're coming?
They're coming.
In this particular action sequence, there was a building rooftop created, surrounded by green screen, and when you extract the green, you can replace anything you want. And the nice thing is you can do what would be incredibly dangerous shots otherwise. You can do safe shots with the actors and with the stunt people with this sort of a setup.
One of the things we see in the movie when faced with this massive pandemic, which is an epidemic on a global scale, is this idea of utility. If you're helpful, we'll keep you as part of the group, and if you're unhelpful, we'll throw you out of the group. This not dissimilar from the large ship that we see floating off into the Atlantic, and that's what happens in the case of the Brad Pitt character.
Can't leave my family.
He may be strong-armed into helping the larger group, but his main interest is in his family.
Each and every one of these people are here because they serve a purpose. Let's figure out how we stop this.
So we're here in the Argus, which is basically a British Navy ship, and is standing in for, in the film, it's supposed to be an American Navy ship. And it's basically this landing deck we're here on is sort of the landing platform where Jerry and his family all landing down with a chopper after they just escaped the zombies. And they're landing here and sort of like they're in a safe spot. It's sort of like one of the last safe places in the world. It's really great to work on a real aircraft carrier instead of like you're doing it all on stage, because you still get the real feeling. And I feel like always on a real location, it just gives you like a palette that it's much wider, which is really great what we want for this film, because it is World War Z, so the scale is really important.
They had a ship in dry dock, and it's far easier to shoot people on a ship next to a dock where you can get all your equipment and all your people on and off as needed instead of taking this out to sea and shooting at the whims of the weather. So they just patched in green as needed depending on where the camera is looking, and then you replace all that with the sky that you want and the sea, and helicopters taking off and landing in the background.
Obviously, with the flotilla being as it is, and this ship being the center of the flotilla, we've got aircraft arriving, we've got stores being unloaded, the Constitution being taken out of the planes, we've got troops, got all the refugees milling around. It's a very, very busy place.
Good to see you, my friend. This is worldwide. Is anyone doing better than we are?
This is at an international scale where you have people from all over the world. There must be at least 500 actors who have come on as extras on the set. And it's amazing because then it gives you a real feeling of the magnitude.
Eddie! We're in the bottom of a British naval vessel, and this is a huge space that they have made into this war room. We got so many people working in here with us. I mean, the wardrobe, we've got Navy guys, Marines, we've got the guys decked out in SEAL stuff. We've got all these hard books that they use in the military for laptops. It is like decked out completely.
You all read the same email I did that said zombies.
This boat has become the central office for what is left of the UN, and there's a briefing room where they are trying to gather as much information as possible and then make decisions based on that information.
I want to send you in with the team.
And it's that room in which Jerry gets invited to go on this mission.
Think we're gonna find anything?
Yeah, we're gonna find something. Mother Nature is a serial killer. No one's better.
In the movie, it talks about nature being a serial killer and this idea that death is a common part of the natural world. Of course it is. Many organisms have evolved to take out other organisms. In some cases, it's outright death. They'll kill the host. In other cases, they'll just castrate it. So is nature a serial killer? Yes, absolutely.
I'm good. Who was it? Who fell?
Who was it? Who fell? Joking. Need an ammo count and you reload your mags. My boy out there who died, he was 23. 23 years old. Wanna tell me why?
Jerry Lane comes to Korea to investigate what could possibly be the origin of the virus. They start sifting through information that they had before, trying to figure out what this is and where it came from, and they come across an email that my character, Captain Speak, had sent. And it's the first known recorded evidence of this virus, the zombies, the Zeke, whatever you want to call them. Nobody knows what it is yet.
One of the incidents happened there, but they don't have more information for him. So he's literally suddenly stranded, that he doesn't know where to go. And he then encounters one of their prisoners there, which is David Morse's character.
You're with the CIA?
Well, they're not with me.
He shows him that there are different theories that exist, that the North Korean basically pulled all their teeth, because there's no teeth, no bite, no spread.
They pulled the teeth of all 23 million in less than 24 hours.
I mean, essentially what you want to do is you want to break the chain. So however it is that some pathogen is spreading, you want to stop that. Now, in the case of this movie, it's people biting each other. So take out their teeth.
Roll cameras, please.
Why do you have to burn them to ashes to get them to finally stop? Why do they move like a plague? Why is Israel winning?
How's Israel winning?
Well, I tell them that things may not have begun in North Korea, and that there were people who prepared for this before anything happened here in Korea. And Israel is a place where he might want to make his next stop.
I'm going to Jerusalem. I'm your co-pilot.
It was important to me that all the attacks feel different and different experiences and should have a different impact. And this one in Korea, the idea was that they have to get in a silent way back to their plane, because we established very early that they're drawn by sound. So we chose bicycles, which in one hand you can say, oh, this is ridiculous, but I thought the best way to get back to the plane in the fastest fashion instead of walking.
Just pedal your ass off.
And I thought this entire scene should be backlit at night in the rain, that you only see like silhouettes, and almost that the zombies and the human are both silhouettes, that they almost become one.
I'm gonna clear a path through Z. You paddle like hell.
My character, Captain Speak, can see the ridiculousness in all of this, but he's someone who's just trying to do his job, and it's important to him to get that man on that airplane. If he can do anything, he can do that. And Speak does pay the ultimate price for that. And make sure he meets his end as a human and not as a zombie.
Take it, Steve.